Hello, and welcome back to Lantasia. I hope you're all doing really well today or whenever this video greets you. As you can see, I am standing in front of Freckles and Stu's house. It's looking pretty bland. It's not looking the best. It doesn't flow as well as the rest of Lantasia, so I thought, it's time I gave it a bit of a mini makeover. Also today, I want to talk about things that I'd like to see in upcoming updates in this wonderful game of Animal Crossing. These things I want probably won't happen, but it's just personal preference what I think would be a good addition to the game. So let's just jump right into it and carry on with the video. Okay, so this game has been out for a little while now, and this is the time where people are going to start sort of not getting bored of the game, but they're kind of looking for new ways to make the game more exciting. And a lot of people around about now have usually restarted the game, so completely deleted their very first island and starting fresh as if you were new to playing the game. So with this, I think personally, I don't want to reset the game because you lose a lot of progress in collecting DIYs and collecting fish in your museum and things like that. So that is a reason why I personally wouldn't want to reset, because it just seems like a waste of all that progress. What I would like to see them kind of bring into the game is, and I don't exactly know how it would happen, but is sort of the opportunity, because it's like a getaway package, there should be an option that you could speak to Tom Nook and be able to move away to a different island. So it's like how your villagers sometimes, when they want to move away, they speak to you about moving away to a different island. I kind of feel like maybe that should be an option for us to do as well. Maybe even there's a chance of us coming back to the very first original island too, but I feel like we should have the option to move away to different islands when we kind of have reached, I think, maximum ideas for the very first island or whichever island you are on. I think that would actually be a really good addition to the game, and I think it would add a lot more fun and content for people to do, and it makes it easier for people to start over without losing all their progress. I think that personally to me is like a brilliant idea. So it's kind of like starting new, but it's not completely resetting your character. It's just sort of resetting islands or giving you an opportunity to go to a new island without getting rid of your first island. I don't know if that makes any sense, but that to me is something that I think would be like a genius idea, and I don't know, it might eventually be a thing, but that to me seems like it's like a no-brainer. That is something that should really happen, especially because it's a getaway package. So with that, is in a way it's kind of like a holiday. So in some ways it's not, but it kind of is in that sense. So I feel like that to me potentially could definitely be something that can happen. That seems like it's not kind of too far out there that it's like, how would that even be a thing? I think it's very doable, but I'm not a game developer, so I'm not that sure, but I don't know, it seems like something that could happen with this game. Another thing that I was in previous games that doesn't seem to be in this game is the interaction with villagers. I love speaking to my villagers, but it's at the moment I think I'm having very similar conversations every single time with them. And I know this is a game, it's not real life, but they're characters that you want to fall in love with, and I feel sometimes that there can be two villagers of mine that are saying exactly the same thing, and there's nothing to distinguish them as their own sort of character in themselves. So in previous games, even things like them coming over to my house, they'd just show up, unannounced, or they'd set a time where they'd come over and spend time with you. Things like that I feel is really missing from this game. I feel like there's so much potential to have this cutesy vibe with your villagers and something really adorable, but I don't know why it just doesn't seem to flow as well in this game. And I love like I love the whole aspects of villagers, and it sounds really stupid, but like you grow a bond with them. I know it's only a game and these are fictional, characters, but you do grow some sort of bond with them. Like, for me, especially the ones that first were on the island, to first move in, I found it harder to let them go, to swap them with someone else, because you grow a bond with them and you think, no, they've been here the longest, I've grown this island around them, and they've been this kind of constant person there. So like that for me is a really big part of this game, is expanding on relationships and growing relationships with people and picking out your best friend. And I feel like there's so much that is missing from the interaction with your villagers. I really do think that they could kind of grow on and expand and make into this, like, into something really beautiful. There's a lot of things missing from the villager interaction that I think, and I reckon that they will touch on this. I do think that in upcoming updates, it might not be like a huge update for just villagers, but I just think that in maybe every update there's going to be like little tweaks with them and how they interact with you. And yeah, I think that's probably a main one that I miss in New Horizons, is the way that you interact with your villagers. I think that is something that I would personally want more over other things. It just makes the game more, more lovable, and it makes you want to play, because you're encouraging this relationship with people. I don't know, it might seem silly to some people, but to me, that interaction aspect is something that I love about this game, and I wish they would kind of improve a little bit. Okay, so I think I have just one more point left. There's loads of stuff that I think I'd love to see, like little tweaks and changes, but I think they've been talked about so much, I don't really think I need to put my pence into it. Or is that, I don't think that's the saying. Anyway, I don't know what the saying is, but I personally think, and I don't know how many people would agree with me, I think that the furniture items are lacking in like sets. It's hard because like the DIY sets, there's like a few, like the ironwood set, I think that might, to be honest, that might be the only set that there is. Anyway, there's a few sets of furniture in the game, great, fantastic, but when you look at every other game that we've had, there's been like a huge amount of items in one set that you wanted to collect, and it made it really exciting to go check the shop every day and see what's in there, because you wanted to finish off your room. And I think that's why the interior of houses isn't as popular to do as it is the outside, because there's just not enough exciting items or enough sets to kind of get people interested in wanting to do it. Like, don't get me wrong, I love doing my interior of the houses. I think it's probably one of my favourite things to do, but I do consider like it's seriously lacking in the sense of there's nothing interesting about them anymore. Like, there are some nice stuff, but just nothing I think will grab your attention, and like a set would be like, oh my gosh, I need to get every single one of this set. Like the cute set, I mean, that to me is the only set that I can think of, to be honest. Like, I can't think of any other full set. There's obviously like the diner sets, but there's not that many, and I don't understand why that kind of was skipped on, when if you look at previous games there were so many sets, like, and even if there weren't that many, they had so many items within that set. It just made it so exciting to try and collect every single one of them. I don't know, I just feel like the furniture items are just missing so much, and that's just my personal opinion. Whether it's because I played previous games so I know what they have had in the game, I don't know, maybe that sort of affected it a little bit of how I perceive the items in this game. But I don't know, if you, like, with everything that I'm saying today, guys, just let me know what you think, in the comments down below, if you agree with me on anything, or if you think that you know, maybe I'm being a bit too picky in some stuff I'm saying. And, you know, let me know what you guys think, and maybe, you know, if there's a few of you that have some ideas that you'd like to bring in, maybe I'll make another video and kind of explain your ideas and what I think about them. I think that would be a really fun idea. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of what I've been talking about in this video. I've still got a little bit left of what I'm doing outside these houses, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to let you guys chill a little bit, have a little think about what I've been saying, and I'll have another think as well if I can think of anything else. But for now, I think those 3 ideas is what I'm playing about with. Not that I can do anything about it, but you know what I mean. I feel like I was talking so fast explaining all those. I've like had like 2 minutes to sort of calm myself down a little bit, and I feel like I must have been talking like a million miles per hour. So I'm just gonna say I am super duper sorry for that. Basically, let me explain myself a little bit. Like us Welsh people, we're kind of known to be like fast talkers, and like I find when I'm in the swing of talking about something, I will talk like a bajillion miles per hour. So if I'm kind of hard to understand, I am so sorry, but my only tip for you would be to like slow the video down. I'm sure there's like an option that you can do for the video, so if it is a little bit fast, please do that. I was just like, when I was just kind of getting on with all this, I was thinking, oh my gosh, I think I was talking like so fast in that. But like, I don't want to redo all this video because I feel like I made my points like pretty clear, and I know if I tried to do it again, it just would be a disaster. So yeah, I apologize for talking really fast, but I can't help it sometimes. So as you can see, I've kind of finished the outside of Freckles' house. All I've got left to do outside hers is to put down some new furniture. I'm probably going to put down the log chairs outside hers, and now I'm just going to be moving Stu's little pumpkin patch to the back of his garden. The thing with Stu is he has been on this island, gosh, not far off since the beginning. He wasn't like my very first 2. My first 2 were Renee and Bud. I want to say Stu came after Freckles and Alice, I think. I think them 2 were first, and then it was Stu, something like that. So Stu's been here for a really, really long time, and you know, I like Stu, but you know, it wouldn't be the end of the world if he decided he wanted to, you know, travel the world or whatever. But he just is not budging. He has like never once said anything about leaving. He just loves Lantasia that much. He's just like staying for life now. So I thought I'd kind of do up his garden a little bit. I was holding off his because I thought, you know, surely he'd be going soon, but no. He was ready to stay. He doesn't want to go anywhere, and that's okay. Like I like to give everybody a fair chance in deciding their fate in Lantasia. Like I'm very open and honest. Like majority of people, I have been fine with them, you know, moving away and going somewhere else. But I think that there's a few who I'm like, you ain't going nowhere, who have been here from the start. And that is Freckles. I blinking love Freckles. She's adorable. She was like my first little bestie. And then Weber as well. He ain't going nowhere. He's adorable. And I feel like Weber and Freckles are like made for each other. So I secretly think they're together, but you know, we don't know yet. We don't know. So those two are like my like OG villagers that I don't think I'll be letting go anytime soon. I mean, eventually I probably will have to have to just like give it up and be like, okay, I've kept them here long enough. Because, I've got their photos and we're just best friends and they've just living here, just enjoying life. But for now, they're not going anywhere. Eventually, I'm going to have to make that big decision to say goodbye. But for now, they're not going anywhere. With everybody that's new coming in, I kind of love everyone. And I feel like I haven't had them long enough to appreciate them. For example, like Raymond, I think he was my first campsite villager, if I remember right. I'm pretty sure he was. So he has been here for a hot minute as well. But I actually have grown to like really love him. Like when he was first here, I was like, really, because I wasn't really like into the hype about him. I just didn't see the craze. And then he lived here on Lantasia, and like I love him so much. He's just like, I don't know, he's like, I just love him. I just really have grown to really appreciate having him on my island, and I love going to see him every day because I just love it. So like Raymond, I don't think I'd be letting him go anytime soon either, because I do enjoy having him on my island. And of course, I've just started the new series of finding him someone to love, so I can't let him go just yet until he's found the woman of his dreams. I can't do it yet. But everybody else is like, I think they're too new for me to be like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna let them go. Do you know what I mean? Like I haven't built that relationship with them yet. And to be fair, I haven't been as as constant with the villagers as I have been with everybody else. Just because, like I was explaining at the beginning of the video, I was really struggling with the dynamic of how the villagers interact with you. But I feel like, you know what, I'm going to start doing it again. I'm going to make some more best friends. And like, since I found like Chevra, oh my god, she's adorable. And of course I've got Molly now, so it's important that I find my best friend inside them, because I need their photos, because like that's a thing I have to collect everybody's, which I have so far, which is mental. So I need Molly's photo and everybody's photo first. But yeah, so that's me. I don't know why I ended up explaining all my villagers and my thoughts and feelings towards them, but I thought we're having a kind of chilled chatting video today, so why not explain how I'm feeling. You know what? Whilst we're on the subject of just chatting, how we feel about stuff, this year has been such a weird year. I think for probably everyone. It's been, I'm not going to say, what's the cause of the weird year, but we all know what the cause of the weird year is. It's so bizarre this year and how it's gone. Like, this would have been a really exciting year for me especially. I moved into my first house with my partner this year, which was really exciting, and then we got like stuck inside for like months and months on end. So that kind of tainted that experience for me. But I think a really main part of me, I'm not going to say surviving through it, because all I had to do was stay inside and just be safe and be smart. But I think one of the key things I can say that I did in my time at home was play Animal Crossing, and it played a really, really big part in kind of keeping me sane and giving me something to do every day. It weirdly enough, it gave me a new routine, because I'm a person who I really need routine. I hate routine, but it's something that I need to kind of keep me level grounded and keep me kind of feeling great and good. So that for me is like waking up early to go to work and doing this and the things that I have to do that I need, like I know I need to get done. So kind of having Animal Crossing gave me a new routine, and by routine I mean like waking up early so I get to fish early in the morning to get the AM fish, just doing things like that, it gave me that sort of routine, and I really needed that. So like, I'm actually really grateful that I did get my hands on a Nintendo Switch and Animal Crossing when I did, because it really did change probably how my lockdown, we'll call it, went. But yeah, so like, it's been a really strange year, and it's still getting stranger, and it's getting more bizarre, and I think everybody is very excited to see the end of this year. I consider it the year that we all lost. It's been such a really strange one, but like, I just want to take some time out to just be like, I'm very grateful for Animal Crossing. It gave me kind of my own goals to do every day, and it gave me the routine I needed. So I'm very grateful for Animal Crossing, and that's why honestly I started making videos playing this game, because I just loved it so much, and I really wanted to kind of share what I was doing and how I felt about the game and the things it was making me think of and the creativity it's bringing. And like, it's just a game, which is crazy. It is just a game, but it just brings so much joy to people, and I just love it so much. So I don't know where I'm going with this video now. It started off as a, you know, this is the changes I want to see in Animal Crossing. Now it's like, I'm so grateful for Animal Crossing. I'm gonna start crying now, and I'm gonna start crying over a game. It's ridiculous. But yeah, this video is a bit of a mess today, but I feel like it's a good mess. It's a good, you know, I'm just kind of chatting what I'm feeling and going with the flow, and just really, you know, sort of enjoying myself as I'm just kind of like offloading all my feelings. And I'm probably talking really fast again, which, you know, it's fine. It's fine. But yeah, so I think we're pretty much almost done. I think we're gonna add a few more little items to Stu's area. Like, don't get me wrong, are these areas like amazing? No, but I am, you know, I love a bit of a simplicity on my island of Lantasia, and I kind of like the simplicity of what I'm doing in these gardens right now. I'm hoping I'm actually going to start changing some stuff soon, just little areas ready for like the festive seasons that are upcoming. So when I don't want to make like this massive change and I'm like, ugh, oh, that barrel does not look good there. Yeah, so I'm just, don't you just hate it when you do that? You kick up the floor. Blinking floor. But yeah, so this is just like a little simple areas for them, and like, it's quite surprising. Like, obviously these two areas aren't that difficult to make, but it's taken me a good like probably 20-25 minutes to do this all. So, you know, it does take a bit of time to kind of redo areas, so no wonder it takes so long to like redo a complete island. So I think, yeah, I think I'm pretty much all done and dusted. I really like it. I'm just going to pop down the signpost right there. Cute. Yeah, I'm pretty much done with the areas. I think it came out really nice actually, and it looks like super cute. So I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please let me know what you think about what I've been talking about and what your opinions of it are. I really want to hear what you've got to say and hear your voice. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this one. Please like, please comment, and of course if you haven't already, please do subscribe. And of course I will definitely see you guys in the next one. Bye!